You know what I mean? He was even friends with Pablo Escobar. You know what I mean? Like he wasn't great friends with him, but he when Escobar needed refuge in 1984 after shooting a politician, I forget what the guy's name was. Noriega gave him refuge in Panama. You know what I mean? And that was 1984. So this stuff happens in 1989, the invasion. So within that few years, who's to say what happened? But it's difficult to make these claims like unbiasedly, like without prejudice, because they're, you know, a couple of the testimonies, the guys like a few years later admitted to being like sort of coerced into making the statements that they made. There wasn't a whole lot of evidence that tied them to drug smuggling and all this sort of stuff. And then on top of that, Noriega was such a close asset for the US for so long, for like decades, that you know, he undeniably knew secrets. He knew a lot of things that he shouldn't know. You know, all of the CIA directors that passed through his time. We're talking like Richard Helms in the early 1970s, who he was super close with. That's like the CIA director under Nixon, Watergate, like really big guy.